Fish mail. Anyway, it's something I had brought up in one of the prior episodes. I don't remember which one that I was like, yeah, there's a few like little baby mini cutscenes that were like unvoice acted that I just didn't know where they had fit into the story. The game updated, and now they're here. So I guess whoops in this context. I guess we have some unvoice acted cutscenes to go through. Some of them are pretty neat, though, to be fair. I was just gonna, like, load them all up at the end, but I guess this is a mini cutscene episode. We'll get to fish mail in a second. See over here. Don't worry about it. We gotta learn about Dante's records. Sure, why not? Who doesn't like a little bit of micro games, but for cutscenes, micro-cutscenes, and they're not voice acted. Apparently, this is gonna be how all the intervalos are gonna be, so that's a little disappointing. Hope you like reading. I mean, you better do that anyway, unless you're fluent in Korean. Fun that he brings up the Zweihander. I know I mentioned this before, but man, Base Faust is just awful. She's just bad. Same with Yi Song. It's the two brainiacs. They're just bad. Easily the two worst base sinners. Yeah, it's a notepad. What kind of like personal comp devices like this don't have a notepad? Back in the early days of ignorance. When none of us knew what the hell anything meant. Man, if Ruina was your first game a la me, you were in for a weird ride as they just throw a lot of terms at you if you just don't know them. So anyway, Dante's Notes is a weird, funky little system that I've never shown off before now, but now that there's that cutscene done, once the game decides to play nice and load, it's an in-universe and totally valid explanation for the mechanic of this. Dante's Notes. A thing that I have not browsed nearly enough. As you can see, there is, like, a lot of exclamation points. But, like, whenever a new update comes out, like, once a day, there will be some new note here, just for people who don't know. Well, Limbus Company. And then you can do multiple records, you have multiple, like, branches of information, you will learn what a nest and what back streets are, what a fixer does, multiple things like that. Just a lot of the basics. And then if we come down here, we get to look at stuff that we haven't seen yet, so we're not going to do that. But it's neat that there's like an in-universe explanation for why newcomers to this franchise would need an encyclopedia. And it's mainly filled out as we actually do learn things in game. That's neat. Isn't that cute? Because Dante's a smart little cookie. How was my day? I had to get my Secret Santa gift for the people at work. And now I'm tired and I'm here and I'm streaming and I'm yawning. This is where we stop today. So says Charon. Just in the middle of the road. Fantastic. Charon is just like, I'm tired. I'm done driving now. Just wherever the fuck she is at the time. You keep saying that, and I will, without fail, immediately forget. Like, in a nanosecond. Because it's impressive at the speed at which I forget. Some fucking channel points are booty. I'm not one of the streamers that's doing rampant enough content to allow for things like, oh, who wants to make a bet? Like, oh, is Bio gonna be a fucking idiot in the next 30 minutes? The answer is yes. And you're a billionaire. Don't do that. I don't even know what the fucking... Man... I just don't want to do anything with channel points. They feel more like a gimmick. They feel more like some inanity to keep the masses occupied. I don't know. I've never been a fan of them. Or you can highlight a message that my chatbot can't even display properly, so I never see them. Very impressive. Or you can... I mean, buying emotes is actually kind of nice, but they're cheap. The only other thing I've ever seen them done for is to gamble with them. On like, will the streamer beat the game in the next 30 minutes? Or will the streamer get banned on Twitch within the next 20 minutes? I'm not doing that. Exceptionally not. I don't like bloat taking up the screen. There's a reason why I don't have an overlay. There's also the reason why I don't have things like a webcam. I don't like them. If I want to show off the game. Like, I do have an overlay. No, I'm not watching it. They're just idle. Like, I'm not going to put Subway Surfers in the side of my video games. I always think of these streams as more of a podcast. We don't like Chatbox is one thing. Maybe something like a Bit Cup, maybe. But like, if I was gonna have an overlay, I'd want it to be ooh. If I was gonna have an overlay, I'd want it to be practical things. Most recent sub or follow. Hey, that at least lets people pay and show up on stream for a bit. As well as the fact that it's like a cool acknowledgement. Maybe like an input display, because those are always cool and I always want them and I'm lazy and then forget to set them up. So then I'd have to do like an overlay, and I don't really like overlays, so I would need like an incentive and a want to do, and I almost never do. Like, I actively don't. I'm unfortunately the streamer that actively dislikes most things that streaming kind of exists around. Maybe it's just me, but maybe I do just like having my game be full screen when I watch a game. Hey, lag, we actually got to see what the back of Mephistopheles looks like. It's just an infinite expanse of darkness. It, like, way larger than Mephistopheles should be able to contain. Lag. Have you been keeping up with the VODs? Did you see last episode? Oh my god. Everyone is the next 30 minutes. Well, the lore. Everyone in the next 30 minutes, bet your channel points as to whether Lag has watched the VOD. Say yes to get double. Say no to get none, because fuck you. It's bedtime. Well, that went well. I mean, for like a little tiny baby mini micro game of a cutscene, this is neat. I like to be able to see what the hell the rest of this bus looks like. Like, we only ever see the front carriage. Like, where do people sleep? Here, in the infinite gamer dimension. Got our ass dragged off. Yeah, you get to go in the Otis room now. That's a good joke. I like that joke. It's a solid like 5 out of 10 joke. A 6 out of 10, I like it. 5 out of 10 implies that it's just pure neutral, but I like it. It's enough for me to have like a positive reaction out of it. Good joke. If you think that's not my default state, I don't know what the implications I've been giving out, but clearly they're wrong. This is a long-ass mini cutscene. Oh, God. Wait for intervalos to be unvoiced. Ugh, this makes it so much worse. The voice acting in this game... Okay, the voice acting in this game is so good that I can see why they gotta pay top dollar for it. Fair enough. Hey, what's back there? What are those lights back there? Why is there a chunk that's cordoned off? Why does this hallway go on longer than what Mephistopheles should be able to hold? I'm very curious, Faust. It's not pacing itself adequately to real life, but these cutscenes came out like 2 weeks apart. Like this next one, like a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Ballpark it. There was a break point. We had some time to sit on our laurels of what the hell Dante meant by that. So if we come in here and we immediately click the bus's back door, and beyond the bus's back door, like, I wonder what this one could be about. Ooh, it's a mystery. No, don't talk about those. Back in my ye olden days. Time to delete every single VOD. Heathcliff, why you gotta be mad? Yeah, I'm very fast. I have just a panic, like, delete in my entire existence on the internet button. Okay, so Heathcliff's room just makes the sound of a violent storm. Great. Because we don't know what it's like in there. That's his room. And it apparently is, like, based off of them. Like, they affect their own rooms. So, how does he live like this? You know what? I can actually post a neat little theory that people have, now that I think about it. Poor Mother 1. We'll never get to see the first non-streamer bait games that I ever played, Paper Mario. And then I played it again. And then I played it again. I think I have streamed Paper Mario 4 times. It's amazing Paper Mario got a sequel when it sold 0 copies. Honestly, I promise there apparently has been enough content to Paper Mario that I could actually do it. Like, there is a roguelike mod that's come out. There's like a randomizer that's fully been done. I was also like heavy 4 years ago. Oh shit, Heath. Heath did the thing. It's what everyone would immediately think to do. In any game ever, if you're cordoned off by, like, a single thing of red tape, and you see weird stuff going off in the distance, if you weren't a video game character, you would immediately vault it and want to go searching. Heath did just that. Okay, this is all actually kind of important, and I'll extrapolate on what's going on. Oh, shuckaroonies. Here, this is like important stuff here. Let's check this out. So this is beyond the corridor. This is deep into Mephistopheles. Okay, and we're going left. It's so weird that they relegate all of this behind like a micro chapter that, unless they had done what they had done and put it in the main thing, you would never have seen. This is important stuff that I will extrapolate on briefly, because this is covered in one of the side materials. Fucking Faust. I actually know what she's talking about. And, like... Ugh. What a bitch. So I'm gonna have to do a big lore dump. I forgot about all of this. Okay, so in this little lore dump, I am going to be extrapolating on one of the fingers that we have not seen yet. It is the primary finger that is featured in Leviathan, the backstory of Vergilius. So, the ring is, I know, weird start, not at all explaining what we just saw, but we'll get there when we get there. The ring is a bunch of art enthusiasts. They're high society members that have lots of social nicety rules and regulations, how to properly appreciate art, and if you break their rules, bad things happen. I can't go into a lot of the specifics because we haven't been given a lot of them. But what matters is, the ring frequently feature auctions where they will have procured or created artwork. However, as is the ring's rules, when you come to a ring auction, you are not allowed to look at anything that is sold. You must close your eyes and bet on what you believe the artistic value to be. You are not allowed to physically observe it, as observance pollutes the intention of the author kind of shit, you know? And in keeping with this, they make use of things referred to as corridors. In ring facilities, they are infinitely spanning hallways that have doors lining both sides that seemingly go on forever. And if you do not have someone to feature as a guide or a map, you will be lost. Instead, how you navigate a corridor is you need to have a destination in mind. And instead of it being like, oh yeah, it's down, take the left hallway, go down the hallway, take your first left, then go straight, then it'll be the third door on your right. No. You need to have a destination in mind, and as you're walking through the corridor, wherever the feeling you have that the path you seek lies is the door you need to take. So, let's say you're trying to get to the bathroom. You walk into the corridor, you're just walking along. You will randomly get the inclination, 7th door on the left. Walk in that door, there'll be another hallway. You keep going, 3rd door on the right. Keep going again, go straight, 18th door on the left, there's your bathroom. That is because you remembered where you had come from, and you had an idea of where you're going. The corridor will take you there, you just have to feel it out. However, if you cannot remain grounded, weird shit starts happening. That is exactly what the hell is in the back of Mephistopheles. Why is the back of Mephistopheles a corridor? What are corridors? Why? We have no idea. However, that does immediately tie into something neat, though. Because, obviously, like, corridors are meant to keep in with the theme of the ring. That's why I brought that up. But, however, that ties it together. If you noticed, Ryoshu commented on corridors. Because if we go to her art of her, like, default ego... Remember, I pointed out, like, in this little image right here, that's meant to be all 5 of the fingers. The ring is right here. It's all, like, weirdly, like, high art, you know, like that, like... I actually don't know what this style of painting is, but it's a painting style. And as I briefly summarized in Ryoshu's story, she's all about art. And she's connected to apparently all 5 fingers in at least some capacity. There is an extreme likelihood Ryoshu was intimately familiar with the ring, as well as how to navigate corridors. You know? Of course she would know. She's the art lady, committing inexorable sin for her master, her emperor, her lord. And there is an entire faction of the fingers which are prominently featured in her background that are predominantly dominated by art theme people. So there's your little hint as to what the hell might be coming along when we get to Ryoshu's chapter, whenever the hell that happens. I think it goes like Heathcliff, Don Quixote, Ryoshu? I might be wrong about that one. Ryoshu's the entire hand, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that's probably when we'll start getting ring content. If we're going to be getting ring content in this game, it's probably going to be Ryoshu. And now, speaking of what's coming up ahead, the only thing that, like, I feel I need to comment also about Don Quixote's whole book is, like, at the end of the Don Quixote book, Don Quixote, like, snaps the hell out of it. So, like, props. People who like Don Quixote might have bad content coming up, whereas I'm having great content coming up. 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, and I never actually addressed what I was talking about. It's a common theory that these rooms we see in their ego, like, you know how there's like barbed wire over the chains and they're in like this weird-ass room that is a reflection of themselves. People think this is their actual rooms on Mephistopheles. Because, like, they said, like, Heathcliff's room sounded like raging thunder. Look in the background, storming and thundering. And this is like a prison cell, somewhere for him to sleep in. That would make sense for this to be his room, you know? The one funny exception to that, like, the funniest exception is, of course, Ishmael's, how do you live like this? If this is her room, why is there just an endless flood of water? Now having seen her chapter, yeah, that tracks, but, like, why though? Alright, where did we leave off? We learned about book. Oh! I can't watch any of the others. They come up ahead. Because, yes, these do actually reference things to come up. So, yeah. There we go. Nice. It is literally the name of this chapter. It's literally the beach episode. And if I go fast enough, probably not actually, because the micro episodes took 30 minutes, but I might get to... No, I'll be able to talk about it. I'm going to get to extrapolate on what is the biggest controversy this game has faced, as well as the fact that it was so bad, multiple people got fired, and it is the reason why Wonder Labs is now considered not canon. But we'll get there. And it, of course, is in the beach episode. Ah, voice acting returns. The Ishmael incident. We'll get there, though. Man, I'm so pissed. Wonder Labs was probably the worst thing that Project Moon has made, but the ending was extremely hype. So I'm sad. At least it lives on with the fact that aberrations exist. Because we're literally going to all of the previous L-Corp foundations. Like, literally, Wonder Lab took place in one of them. We don't know which one, but it was there. I never brought it up too, but there's a bunch of other little things with Leviathan. Like, you meet Gubo when you read through Leviathan. Like, how weird is that? Yeah, this will be the last one, if Project Moon is to be believed. I mean, it's already proven to be the case, because, like the validity of it, we're getting 2 side stories instead of just one, so them taking out the voice actors, if it's doubling our content... I mean, I still need to see if it's good, but I can at least... We can at least vouch for the validity of that via our eyes and playing content. One's coming out sometime this month. Christmas. Probably gonna be in 6 days. I'm gonna try to get through all of Ishmael's chapter before then, but probably not. That's kind of a long one. It usually takes me a few streams. I might have to do that one a little bit after the fact. We might be getting some January Christmas.
이번 목적지는 최종 목적지는 유사에 위치한 로보토미 지부입니다.
뭐야, 이스. 자다가 깼어? 갑자기 움찔거려서 놀랬잖아. 아, 죄송해요.
지금 우리는 경유지를
Final
향해
destination
갑니다.
Dante only.
저건
Oh. I forgot, like, beach episode, yeah! I forgot how, like, weirdly peppy there is this song right here. Yeah! I need to show off the April Fool's thing after this. We might need to take a brief break. Oh god. I really hope I'm able to rewatch that cutscene. If we're watching all the micro cutscenes, I gotta show off the April Fools.
야, 이거 얼마만에 보는 광경이야.
Only on. Aww.
자기는 와봤던 거야? 나는 말만 들었지 한 번도 와본 적 없는데.
Fuck it, I'll look it up, sure. If I can't rewatch it in game, I will hunt it down. People who were not there.
아니, 잠깐.
Okay, lag. I must. Before we get into April Fool's content, lag. and I mean this with no offense to you, are you a gacha player?
준비가 안 됐는데.
Do you know gacha games? And now I understand. There's nothing more heinous that I can accuse a person of, but it's
아니.
important.
잠시만요.
Oh,
생각을
Ishmael's
좀
having a
해볼 게
bad
있어서요.
time. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, well then you may or may not understand what the hell is about to happen, but... I like... You know?
그러면
I like the
우리는
song. Gives me like
대호수로 가는
Bomberman
것이요?
vibes.
대호수는
Bomberman, what?
듣기만 해보고 실제로 본 적은 없었는데 이런 모습이었군요.
오, 지친 우리의 여정 속에서 드디어 물놀이라는 것이 있을 예정인가 보.
아하, 이런 곳에서 휴양을 즐겨보는 것도 좋은 경험이겠어요. 쉴 수 있게 된다면 따뜻한 모래사장 위에 누워 하늘을 바라보고 싶소.
Yeah, Yi-sung.
기다란 벤치에서 일광욕. 본인은 비치 볼리볼 모두와 함께 해보고 싶소.
Shut the fuck up, Colin.
그거 재밌겠네.
It's Beach Volley Burr. Worst character. Out of the game. I can't wait for her arc for her to get her shit together.
이봐 안내자 양반, 우리 정말 쉬는 거야?
그럴 리가. 그럼
바퀴를 도랑이 걸칠 거야. 끼.
Yeah.
뭔가 적습인가?
아니, 그저 경유지에 도착한 것뿐이다.
Why are we in a mysterious black void? Why did the music stop? What did they mean by this?
이게 대체
Oh, looking good. Oh, beach episode. Oh. All right. That was a real beach episode. I do like how they kind of like hint at it in the well, normally when you're going through the chapter you can't like scroll to the right to see what the like overworld features, and so they normally hide like the map screen from you, so normally it's like just this, and then when you get here like this loads in, like you can see stuff over here we're not meant to see yet, but like you can see the actual like cutoff point. Alright, now let's see. Can I rewatch it? No. I have been deprived. I do actually have to look it up. Okay. Alright, we're taking a brief tour, kids. Give me a moment and I will go hunt down the April Fool's video. Because, it's worth it. No better time, really. I better not have fucking... I better not be talking over it. I'm gonna be real pissed. So this just happened when you booted up the game. This just happened.
또 같은데.
머리를 부딪히는 소리.
어이, 누구? 하십시오. 일어나십시오, 선생.
It's a very quiet video. I'm sorry.
아, 많이 혼란스러운가 보군요, 선생. 네, 그렇습니다. 꼴을 보아하니 방금까지 설명하던 것도 잊으셨겠군요.
Hopefully that helps.
저는 베르길리우스입니다. 여기서 선생이 오기를 줄곧 기다리고 있었죠. 잘 부탁합니다. 그래서 생체 인증 절차에 대해 설명하고 있었습니다만 다시 설명하는 것도 귀찮군요. 그냥 진행하죠. 자, 선생. 여기 제 손가락에 선생의 손가락을 대주세요. 일 두드린다고 고쳐지는 게 아니다. 모르면 닥치고 짜져 있도록. 그럼 박사! 박사! 박사가 말을 했어. 내 손을 꼭 잡으시고. 나는 박사를 구하러 왔어. 박사께선 우리 림버스 아일랜드의 일원이지. 저씨, 이 시계 대가리는 어떻게 움직이는 거지? 굉장히 정말로 우승하다니. 이게 메피스토 팰리스의 에이스의 달리기로군. 안녕하신가, 트레이너
또.
선생.
머리를 부딪히는 소리.
기억 못 잃은 됐나? 그런데 왜 이 프로듀서, 지휘관, 사령관, 마스터, 교수, 돌아왔군. 걱정했습니다, 관리자님. 갑자기 버스 안에서 쓰러지지 뭡니까? 무슨 이미지 관리자? 왜 도망가는 거지? 고장난 알람 시계 같은 소리를 내는군. 고쳐보려고 이것저것 손댔습니다만 시계를 돌려버리면 해결될 일인 줄 모르고 쓸데없이 시간을 낭비했군요. 뭐라고 째깍거리는 건지 모르겠군. 진정은 된 건가? 파우스트 씨는 당신이 꿈에서 거울 세계 여기저기를 다녀왔을 가능성도 있다고 말했지만 뭐 그런 게 중요한 건 아니지 않습니까? 수감자들은 이미 하차했습니다. 거기서 나뒹굴지 말고 빨리 튀어나가.
So, I guess for context, I unfortunately had to be told this myself. A lot of that was just the fucked up version of every single, like, other gotcha in existence kind of thing. That's what all the random titles were all about. Like, the first two were from two of the biggest gotchas out there, and so it was just a big fucking spoof. Also, why are these at full? They're not meant to be at full. My audio balancing has been fucked this whole VOD. Oh no! I'm a loser! No, whatever. It is good enough. If I hear myself being blown out by my own audio in the VOD after this, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway, yeah. It's a funny joke. I think part of it was also because people were like, alright, where's the crossover? Because I guess every gotcha is legally obligated to do that. And so they're like, oh, okay, if you say so. No, I also don't know what the horse was about. I know the weird finger one, and when Vergilius became a rabbit and said Limbus Island. And no, horse Vergilius. I truly don't understand horse Vergilius. I think they just get a little crazy on that one. You actually get a... Oh, dear God. Gotchas are truly a disgusting creature. And you get this. So you get these little badges that you can show off, and like, hey, if anyone wants to be your friend, you know, like if I go up to the friends that I have randomly attributed, you see everyone, like, has them. This one you got specifically for the April Fools. Our kind and diligent manager, thank you. Happy, and then wow. But, like, using it actually for the word wow. 10 out of 10. Good shit post. Fantastic. Please never bring this up to me again. We will never see it again if God is too merciful. Wow. Wow. But it was a big old funny joke. I had to have Scion explain like all of it to me. I just there's ooh. Sewer music. He's just a horse. 10 out of 10. I didn't know about that. Scion explained the other two to me at least. It's also where all the other like random just onslaught of titles, because I'm certain manager has been used before. That's probably why they call Dante executive manager, because he's super special. It's literally right there. The dimension barrier is canon.
이번 목적지가 그쪽이 아니니까요.
I see the edge of reality on the left. We're not meant to see that. Who doesn't love sewer music? It's my favorite. Nasty ass OST.
이곳은 21구 유사의 뒷골목이죠.
It's not the most sewer of sewer music, but it's definitely got some slop to it. I'm a big fan. Also got a touch of like shitpost. Big fan.
그건 둥지마다 그리고 뒷골목마다 다르기 때문에 일반화하기는 힘들어요. 하지만 이번의 경우는 그렇다고 볼 수 있겠네요.
저 옆은 개인 소유의 해변인가요? 물도 이쪽에 있는 물과 완전히 다른 색이네요.
그렇군. 칼로 변화듯 경계가 져 있다. 이런 특징을 가진 곳은 뻔하지.
네, 여긴 대호수죠. 여긴 원래 그래요. 저렇게 쉬기 좋게 평화로운 공간은 보통 둥지의 영역이죠. 설명의 기회가 자꾸 아사지는군요.
Get fucked, Faust. Now that I
뒷골목은
think about it, I don't know if
건너서
anyone
사이에
has like
생겨난
Faust
골목은
as their
진짜예요.
favorite character.
둥지가
Usually I've seen
숨지
people are
않는
middling to being like, yeah, she's alright. I don't think I've heard very many people be like, Faust is my favorite, 10 out of 10.
이런 쓰레기 같은 것들이 너저런 걸 보면
And again, there's a few of them. I don't see people doing that for like Honglu or Otis. Or even like Rodion.
이것 보시오. 쓸만해 보이는.
뭐야? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
움직였어.
뭐가?
이 라디오 움직였어. 21구의 라디오는 발이 달려 움직이는 건가?
뭐 정말?
Oh shit! Yeah, no, there was a lot of that. Yeah, fair enough. I did talk about it briefly, but there was some controversy over Faust, like in universe imping for Claire, and a bunch of people are pissed, being like, you can't put cannon ships. You know, God, you can't. My self-confidence. My waifu was digitally cucked. Truly the greatest of timelines. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. This is a new chapter. That means you all get to tell me what team I'm using. It's a small baby chapter, but it's a chapter. That means I don't have to keep using fucking Tremor. Pick a team. What's your favorite theme? So far we have done all base IDs. We did effectively blind pick because Lag picked them and he's ignorant. We've done N-Corp, we've done Tremor. Was that it? Well, let me look at the Fisher and Molar. I guess I haven't used Molar yet. Sinking. I can do sinking. That'll do. Plus we got Molars in there. A little bit of it. Oh my fucking god. Oh yeah, and then we also used bad poise IDs. That was another team. God, you know we're really fiending for sinking IDs when I'm out here using Los Marachis Jefe Sinclair and Cheat Corp head manager Otis. And then Hong Lu's here too, just because he's good Sin Affinities and doesn't have very many coins. He's here too, guys. Don't bench him. He's not important. Molar Boatworks can come. This ID, who I will give no context for, is the quintessential of the controversy that we will get to later.
순수했던
We can do
나날로.
some syncing. It's thematically appropriate. I was honestly kind of expecting syncing to be like the one we would reserve for the actual chapter. Sinking Heath isn't even here. I don't even... Oh, you mean Sun Shower Heath. Don't worry about it. Because he mainly applies self-sinking. I just don't want to deal with it. And in case anyone actually wonders, even though it's not applicable to this team, no, I don't have any of the IDs from the Canto 5, and that is intentional. I have 0% of them. Okay, I have one. That's because the goblin in my brain was bleeding, but I have none of them. So no, they can't be used. Hope you guys like Vertigo. Oh yeah, look at that animation.
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
못 살게 구는 일은 없을
Also
것이야.
kind of thematically appropriate because we get to use Spice Bush Song immediately after Spice Bush Dongbek inflicted trauma. Power word trauma and then SDs. Just for a power move. Honestly, now that we're at this point, we're past where Dicey Rodion, like, pretty much came out. Like, it was after SEA, but it's amazing that they can just drop one of the absolute coolest concepts for an ID that is just not at all related to the main plot. Like, the Dicey Association being the religion association, and also fighting with your bare fists is, like, two different variations of the coolest shit possible. Like, have you seen Dicey Rodion? Not at all in the main plot. Dicey is nowhere. But have you seen these animations, though? They just gave this to us. They didn't need to. It wasn't our birthday. Christmas wasn't for months. They just got us a brand new iPhone. A Rodion phone. She's beautiful. And she, man, imagine the good work that... Sync's okay. I have liked the animations that I've seen briefly of Sync Sinclair, but he's not in the game yet. You don't talk about him. Oh, this is post-battle. Shit, I'm a loser. Oops. None of you see this. What? Everyone quickly close your eyes. You're not allowed to know that Heath is actually a character in this game that speaks. It's a spoiler. Here, you know what? Fine. I'll equip Sun Shower. Get the hell out of my fucking court.
고통 없이 지식을
But the
얻지
Sly
못한다나
IDs?
뭐라나.
I mean, I had to use some of them earlier, and, if we're talking Zwei, Gregor, and Faust, pretty alright. If we're talking about Why Sinclair, a phenomenal support passive for solo playing. If we're talking Zwei Rodion, I'm banning you from my chat.
전술의 승리네요.
대단한 지휘인데 관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
무지하니까
Go get him, Heath. Yeah. 0 damage. Oh my fucking
지금은
god, I
기세를
forgot.
다시 잡았군요.
All of his skills can roll a 0. It's so weird that they made Sun Shower Heathcliff, and he's like designed for solo content. Like, if you use just Sun Shower Heath, he's amazing. Like, 10 out of 10. He's like top 5 for solo IDs, or at least he was a while back. But you can see, you've noticed the problem here, is that he sucks because he needs so many coins, and he only gets the one, primarily, in like focus encounters. Effectively human fights, unfocused ones, they're not real. Not actually canon. Anyone who says otherwise, this fucking psyop from the government to make you think that Power Heathcliff is good. Yeah, but he's cool though. His auto battle's awful. It's like Talisman Sinclair. Same deal with him. Talisman Sinclair, the god of rupture potency. Phenomenal when you get him going, but he's RNG based, and if you try to click the win rate button, you will start crying immediately. The amount of brain you need for Talisman Sinclair means he pretty much doesn't get invited to parties. No one really likes to talk to him. His support passive's nice, though.
개화하였구려.
Nice.
이 순간을 어딘가에 담고 싶군.
It's neat that we actually finally get to see what the Great Lake is all about, and we immediately get nasty-ass marsh garbage crabs. Thank you, Project Moon. Finally, living up to my expectations.
자꾸 나보면서 묻지 마. 내가 알 턱이 없잖아.
Just actual trash.
자꾸 그러는 거 피해망상이라니까.
Truly revolutionaries. Their vision is high and mighty.
그랬겠네요.
크랩게요. 저렇게 등딱지에 쓰레기나 폐품 같은 걸 붙여서 지비자 무기로 만드는 것들요. 지긋지긋한 놈들이죠. 물가에서 일하는 사람들에게 불쑥 튀어나와 공격하기도 하고 주변을 돌아다니는 사람들을 덮치는 일도 잦고 개체수도 날마다 불어나고. 하지만 대호수에 저런 잔챙이들은 널리고 널렸어. 더 중요하고 위험한 건
저기 벌써부터 그것들을 잡고 있는 건가요?
미카, 귀한 고객님들이잖아. 좀 더 예의를 차려야.
아, 그런가?
저것들은 뭐냐고 하시는 것 같네요.
레인, 이 사람들 우리 보고 저것이라고 하는데 꼭 예의를 지켜야 하는 걸까?
저길 수도 있다. 어이! 신분을 밝혀라!
저희에 대한 얘기를 전달받지 못하신 건가요?
그래, 전혀 없다. 마치 그럴듯하게 신분을 위장에 끼어든 스파이처럼 말이지.
저기요,
What did Otis mean by
스파이라면
this?
좀 더 체계적인 방법을 사용하지 않을까요?
그렇겠죠. 오티스 씨, 이분들은 이번에 협력할 분들입니다.
다음엔 빨리 말하도록.
반갑습니다. 미카 씨, 레인 씨. 저희는 LCB, 림버스 컴퍼니 버스 부서입니다.
버스, 맞네요. 그때 그분도 버스 녀석들이라고 말하셨으니까.
LCC의 비포팀이 이미 다녀갔다고 들었습니다.
Oh, just wait. I got some information to drop, but we'll wait for a second.
잠시 명함 좀 다시 보고. LCC B. 네, 맞네요.
확인은 끝난 것 같으니까 가게로 돌아가서 마저 이야기하죠. 그 버스에 대한 것도 좀 보고. 여기 계속 서서 대화하기는 좀 그렇잖아요?
아니, 애초에 여긴 왜 들른 거야?
간단히 말하자면 저희의 목적지인 유사는 대호수 위의 배들로 이루어져 있는 둥지입니다. 따라서 메피스토펠레스의 현재 형태로는 건너갈 수가 없죠.
그리고 대호수는 시시각각 환경이 변하기도 해요. 그 호수에서 버틸 수 있는 배가 필요하겠죠.
그래서 미리 적합한 공방을 찾아
Oh, Vergilius is here too.
개조에 대한 계약을
By the
하는
way.
거지.
이게 적합한?
이만 들어가지.
지난번 회식 때문에 예산 타격이 컸나? 먹을 수 있을 만큼 시키라 해서 마음껏 주문했던 것 뿐인데.
So, okay, well, I guess we gotta wait another second then. No lore dump for us quite yet. There we go. It'll probably come here. I'm waiting to see something. Then I'm gonna dump the lore.
나는 이 버스 좀 살펴볼 테니까 손님들 접대. 아니, 대응 좀 부탁해.
알았어.
이 공방은 보기보다 꽤 고난도의 장비까지 하고 있는 모양이군.
알아보시겠나요?
무기와 장비를 정비하는 공방적 기술에 대한 폭넓은 이해는 전쟁 중에 가장 중요했으니까.
My ears.
무슨 소리죠?
메피스토펠레스의 비명. 아니, 경보가 작동한 것 같군요.
죄송해요. 잘못 건드렸어요.
지금 쿵쿵대는 소리도 잘못 건드려서 나는 거야, 미카? 저기요! 밖에!
방금 마주쳤던 개체와 동일한 종으로 보인다.
비슷해 보이긴 하네요.
비슷한 것이 아니라 같은 개체에 속한다는 뜻이다.
좌우로 산계라.
저건 어디를 또 깨부숴야 하는 거야?
당연히 대가리를 깨부숴야지. 가만히 있어라. 헛짓거리하지 말고.
도망가는 건가요?
그래. 너희가 그 녀석이 말한 버스 애들이냐?
올가 씨까지 포함해 정식으로 소개드리죠. 이번 메피스토펠레스의 개조에 도움을 주실 어금니 보트 센터라는 이름의 공방분들입니다.
이야, 이렇게 소개를 받는 날도 있네. 좀 쑥스러운 걸.
누님, 그래도 귀한 고객분들인데 행동을 가려서.
아우, 내가 뭘 그렇게 잘못했다고 그래. 나 아직 뭐 안 했거든?
아직이라는 게 문제죠. 개업한 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 조심해서 나쁠 건 없잖아요.
업종을 갑자기 바꾸는 일이 쉬운 건 아니었을 텐데 할만했습니까? 5급 해결사 올가.
해결사! 뭐야?
해결사셨어? 어째? 고귀한 향이 난다고 생각했어. 어찌하여 다른 일을 하게 된 것이오? 해결사의 일이 고되었던 것이오? 주로 어디에서 활동했던 것이오? 어떤 협회에서 어떤 시험을 치러서 5급까지 간 것이오? 역시 트레스 협회에서 공방 시험을 본 것인가?
When do we get her to stop? Here I am trying to wait for lore dump, but I can't remain silent in the face of this affront to God.
알겠소. 알아들었다네.
There it is.
올가씨, 이제 시끄러운 건 잠잠해질 겁니다.
붉은 시선. 고맙습니다. 존재를 하는 게 너무 오랜만이라.
그쯤 해두고 도서관에서의 사건 이후로 책으로부터 하나 둘씩 돌아왔던 모양이던데.
Oh yeah. If you haven't recognized by now, these are the molar fixers. Olga, Rain, and Mika from Library of Ruina. Them themselves actually make a reappearance. They are the first time in at least Limbus where we are directly confirmed that, oh yeah, they got back out. After Ruina, they're still around. And it is the first question that Leviathan answers. What the hell happened to Tomeri? Immediately answered. And I'm not gonna tell you because they don't tell us either. But hey, look at that! Isn't that neat? That's actually why they're the Molar Boat Works, because they were the Molar Fixer office, but now they work on boats, I guess. I don't know. I'll let him finish first.
당신들은
우리도 뭐 다르지는 않죠. 나 죽었나? 싶었더니 갑자기 눈을 떠보니 이 근처이지 뭡니까?
So they can't be our mascots. They're already mascots for Ruina.
당장 배는 고프니까 뭐라도 먹어야겠다 싶어서. 어땠더라?
크랩개가 튀어나와서 주변에 있는 걸 주워 무기를 만든 다음에 산산조각을 내고 구워 먹었다고 하셨죠.
맞아. 칠알맞게 맛없기는 했지만.
그러다가 개에 붙은 폐품으로 고철 바꿔 먹기를 시작했고.
오케이, 레인. 네가 설명하는 게 낫겠다.
저 올가라는 사람은 뭔가 대충대충 스타일인 것 같네. 어머? 누굴 말하는지 모르겠네.
엄마? 이건 또 뭐래? 머리통이 의체인가?
누님, 자꾸 그러시면 이야기가 끝나지 않아요.
알았어. 알았다고.
Yeah. So now they make boats.
책에서 돌아오는 데에는 언제 죽었는지와 같은 순서가 따로 없었나. 아직은 규칙성이 명확하지 않고.
근데 문제가 있네요. 무슨 의도로 그런 의미 없는 질문을 갑자기 하시는지 뻔히 보이지만 그래도 대답을 드리자면 네, 크랩 차우더로 꽤 먹어보았죠. 구역질을 억지로 참아야 했지만 뱉어내지 않으면 소화할 수는 있는 맛이라고 해야 할까요? 질문에 대한 답이 됐나요?
그런데 먹을 수 있는 거군요. 저거. 환상체나 뒤틀림 같이 생겼는데요.
Gross. I mean, they're literal like.
그럼
I mean, I guess they're trash crabs, but like, look what they're swimming around in. Do you think this meat has any like anything of quality or value to it, other than the fact that it is in fact food that can be consumed to keep living?
그러니 이론적으로 섭취에는 문제가 없을 것입니다.
저희 할머니도 돌연변이 동물들을 많이 수집하곤 하셨죠. 저런 생물은 저도 처음 보지만요. 참 진기한 구경이네요.
네, 그런 덕분에 저희가 밥도 먹고 정비 일도 할 수 있는 거죠.
미카, 어때? 견적은 좀 나와?
공방에서 일하시던 아버지께서는 말씀하셨죠. 싹 다 뜯어 고쳐야겠다.
뭐 엔진을 다 털어내야 한다던가 그런 거냐?
아니요, 그 부분까지는 건드릴 필요 없어요. 함부로 건드릴 엄두도 안 나고. 버스 내부를 잠깐 봤는데 복잡한 것도 정도가 있어야 한다는 생각이 들더라고요. 하지만 그것 외에는 전부예요. 부력 발생 장치도 없고 프로펠러도 조타 장치도 없고요.
At least this one chapter has a reason for there to be like a sub chapter. Like we just ran into chicken comedy, whereas this time we're like, yeah, we have a bus and not a boat. We should probably get that fixed.
것 같은데 그냥 째깍인 건가? 뭐 중요한 건 아니고. 방법은 우리한테 있어요. 재료만 있으면 어떻게든 만들 수 있죠.
As well as the fact that there is an in-lore explanation for why this takes like 3 months.
고철 같은 거라도
Because there's many months between each of these chapters and it hurts my soul.
잘 하실 수 있을 거라고 보고요. 아까 보니까 잘 하실 것 같던데. 크랩개들을 처리하면 폐품을 모을 수 있을 겁니다.
몇 마리나?
아주 많이요.
그럼 그렇지. 일하려고 온 거구만. 그치?
정확해. 이번 경유지에서 너희는 버스를 개조할 부품을 모아오면 된다. 황금가지를 찾아오는 것보다 쉽고 간편한 일이지.
And now there's a reason why you need to go grinding. And why there are a shitload of fights for no reason, even though we're already at the location.
라도 나누고 있을 테니 전원 바다로.
저런 건 바다가 아니요.
아니, 맞아요. 저 모습도 대호수의 일부. 바다라고도 불리는 한 모습이니까.
I think I can finally now divulge information on the controversy. Now that we have been introduced to Olga, she is the quintessential key piece to this whole problem once the game loads. So, you know how we have this funky little ID right here? It's Molar Boatworks Fixer, it's Ishmael, but she's Olga. We also have this Molar Boatworks Fixer, Sinclair. So, it is an extreme political minefield what I'm about to wade into, so please understand that, I'm leaving out some more specific details because I either don't have context for them because I don't live in Korea, or I'm just forgetful, or I'm stupid, also that too. So, just to rip the band-aid off, there was an absurd amount of controversy because the first shirtless skin that has been added to this game went to a man. And instead of it going to, like, a woman, and I mean that with no hyperbole, they got mad that a male character got, like, a fan service skin, air quotes. Like, I cannot put enough air quotes around this, instead of a woman. Because in Korea, there is, like, I think it's, like, feminism in its entirety is, like, a way bigger deal over there. Lots of controversy about all that. So, people immediately lost their minds, thinking, oh, you're trying to make this political, you know? You're trying to, instead of giving, like, people what they want, you're trying to make this a political thing now because you're giving it to a man. And I was just fucking, oh, dear God. Immediately, I'm already out of my depths in this issue. It got so bad that they actually, like, marched onto the fucking office of goddamn Project Moon. I think it was just more of a strike than actually, like, entering the building, but don't quote me on that. It was so bad that one of the artists for the game made a few comments about it on Twitter and had to immediately be fired. Not because what they said was particularly derogative, inflammatory, hateful, blah, 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 what, any of that stuff. Just because it's Project Moon's policy to just never comment on anything. Like, the moment you start making political comments as an employee, you effectively just get fired. And honestly, fair. Just, you are a game company, you are not a political entity. I can totally get behind it. And that's why one of their employees got fired. And that's also why Wonder Labs isn't canon anymore, because I believe they were the same person, maybe not, I'm unsure about this. It has been a while, I might be forgetting some details. But to make long story short, this is, like, part of the reason that, different people, fair enough, that, Limbus Company had to be put on, like, a major back foot. Like, a ton of the content they were expecting to roll out had to be bumped back weeks or months, because there's just so much controversy. Obviously, I kind of gave you, like, a watered-down version of it, but to TLDR, people raided the fucking building because Ishmael didn't have her tits out. And honestly, a little bit based. But, like, what the fuck? Show the other art. Yeah, here we have this one. Not bad. It's not that bad. And then we also have this one. Like, this is the sex skin. Can you not tell? Does he not radiate sexual energy? To be fair, they have not made, like, a single, like, I would even say lewd skin in the entire game thus far. Like, this would probably be the closest, and it is on the person they're getting mad about, because it is a skin-tight, like, latex suit. Shit. You right. Base Merceau, though. I honestly don't. I'm looking through them. Like, I don't see, like, a single one that I would consider, like, lurid. You know what I mean? And Corp Dawn, though. There was also, like, a way smaller controversy. It was like, microscopic in comparison. Because after they released the Molar Boatworks fixers, they did, like, a special, like, login event where you would get the original version. So this is Molar Office Fixer. So this is meant to be Rain back when he's in Library of Ruina time. Like, they directly comment on Library of Ruina. And despite the fact that they in-game said that Rodion and Otis are like the same person. Rodion did not get the Olga ID. It went to Otis for some reason, and people are like, what the fuck are you doing, Project Moon? And the reason is because look how few IDs she has. Otis gets nothing. Fine, she can have it. You can have your weird, janky discard Tremor build. That's fine. Sure, whatever. It's just strange that it didn't go to Rodion, but like, I don't think she needs more IDs, to be fair. She has a lot. And I mean, I boiled that down to a pretty short thing, but like, we are still feeling that is the first Otis 2-star in release that we're actually getting, like, after this. It's Sync Otis. Will be the first 2-star since release, because these two came pre-packaged with the game. But, yeah, we are still feeling the ramifications of this controversy. Like, it was so bad, they had to hire a whole new artist for Chapter 5. So it looks still very good. Like, the new artist looks fine, but they have had a few pieces of Chapter 5 that, like, you're a little off model. You know, maybe Dante needs to go see a chiropractor. But it's not that bad. Like, Chapter 5, a lot of people say Chapter 5 is their favorite. So despite the setback, also that is probably the reason why we have not gotten, it is probably also the reason as to why we did not get Farm Watch. Because I don't think Project Moon wanted to release a vaguely World War II Germany themed skin during controversy time. I think that would just kill their business. So they're like, no, I'm good. Okay, this is just a fight. I'm gonna skip that one. Oh yeah, these are grind. That's right. So it was a weird gimmick where you had to do this fight a few times to literally grind a scrap, like, in-game. It was extremely weird filler. I'm just gonna skip this node. I mean, we'll still get to do fights, but it's just like, I'm not gonna do the weird, like, just go grind forehead. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, no, we're not doing that. No thanks, I choose life. Oh, don't worry, we'll get to experience the magic of grinding when Christmas rolls around. Well, considering the fact Chicken was a grind, I mean, I think Chicken wasn't as bad of a grind. At least Chicken was like a mirror dungeon type thing, so you got to do different stuff. This one was just do one node over and over and over and over again.
들려? 어깨 돌릴 때마다 뚜둑 소리 나고 있잖아.
로자 씨, 그러니까 겁이라도 주는 것 같잖아요. 자제를.
뭐 개조를 하는 데 드는 시간도 있을 테니 적어도 며칠은 즐길 수 있겠어. 물론 여전히 휴양과 어울리지 않는 곳이지만.
네? 쉬기는 뭘 쉬어요? 제가 말한 건 이제 시작만 해볼 수 있겠다고 말한 거예요.
그렇다는 것은
It really kind of depends, I guess.
당연히 더 주워오셔야죠.
That is fair. But like I said, at least Chicken had the engagement of doing like a pseudo mirror dungeon, and you got to see a few events that are unique to the Chicken dungeon. That killed a few repetitions. Plus, frankly, I just found the Chicken more interesting of a fight too. Crab is just Crab. Crab is not particularly engaging.
적절한 휴식은
I might have also been fatigued from Chicken, to be fair. I might have been more annoyed by the inanity.
시간을 줄이는 편이 좋을 것이다.
Time works in weird ways.
이럴 수는 없는 거요.
Perception alters.
이럴 순 없어.
Don Quixote, calm down.
아니, 있잖아. 이런 고철 덩어리들을 주워온다고 작업이 되긴 되는 거야?
그야 고철을 적당히 볼트로 결합하는 방식이라면 죽도 밥도 안 되겠지만 유사의 특이점을 이용해 결합하는 과정을 거치면 마치 처음부터 자신의 부속품이었던 것처럼 기능하게 할 수 있으니까요.
유사? 걔네 특이점이라면 무슨 음식 완벽히 포장하는 기술 아니었어? 뜯기 전까지는 절대 내용물이 변하지 않는 그런 거였는데? 거기서 제조했던 통조림도 요긴하게 먹고 그랬었는데.
어째 누님과 똑같은 말씀을 하시네요. 둥지마다 특이점을 활용한 여러 기술들이 있을 수도 있는 거잖아요.
See, it is a little strange that Rodion did
원리만
not get the OG
활용한다면
ID.
근본적인
But
특이점을 기반으로
I
얼마든지 활용하여
I think it's even worse in
A사의
Korea. I think
기반
people
특허를
really don't like Otis.
유사에서는
I remember very
항상
early on in the
고정
game's
기술과
life, like it was within a few months, there was like a
공명급세가
popularity poll. And I believe Otis got the last. I think she was the least popular character. It was a long time ago though, and so I don't remember like anything else, but I distinctly remember Otis being near the bottom. That's probably why she hasn't gotten much. I don't know, I like Otis. I don't understand it.
지금이라도 베르길리우스
If I had my way, Dawn would not have gotten an ID and would not have been in the game.
가지를 해결하자고요. 지금은 충분하지 않아요. 모두의 경험도, 대호수에 대한 것도, 고래에 대한 지식도. 그래요. 제가 알려드리고 도와드릴게요. 충분한 시간이 지난 후에 도전해야만 하는 곳이에요. 저곳은. 그러니까
야, 자꾸 뭐 하자는 거야? 아까 먹은 크랩 차우더인지 뭔지가 잘못되기라도 했냐?
다 같이 그 개 같은 개딱지 내장을 긁어먹긴 했지만 전 아주 멀쩡해요.
근데 뭐가 문제야? 뭐 지금까지는 우리가 준비해서 쳐들어갔냐? 다 뒤져가면서 해결한 일이잖아.
죽고 죽어가면서 일을 처리한 게 어디 자랑할 거리는 아닌 거 아시죠? 저희가 그냥 해결사였다면 첫 임무부터 진작의 전원 사망으로 순식간에 협회에서 이름이 지워졌겠죠.
야, 누가 몰라? 나도 뒷골목 조직 생활하면서 몇 번이나 죽을 뻔했는데 목숨이 하나뿐인 걸 모르겠냐고. 그거랑 다르지. 지금의 시계 대가리 덕분에 여러 번 살아나고 있잖아.
지금까지 운이 좋았으니까 멀쩡하게 살아날 수 있었다고 생각하지는 않나 보죠?
아니, 야! 왜 자꾸 못한다고 하는 건데? 환상체한테 머리가 깨져서 뒤졌으면 이번에 다리를 내주고 피하고 그렇게 계속 쳐부술 수 있는 거잖아, 어?
지금껏 겪었던 게 전부라고 생각하세요? 그럴 리가 없잖아요. 최악의 경우엔 복구가 불가능할 수도 있는 거예요. 시계를 아무리 쳐 돌려도 다시 원래대로 돌아가지도 못할 수 있다고요. 특히 그 거대한 고래는 됐어요.
설명해도 못 알아들을 것처럼 말하지 마라, 어? 말도 못 알아듣는 버러지 취급하는 것 같아서 열받으니까. 개!
자, 말씀 좀 여쭙겠소.
God, I love you, Yi-sung.
그대들 버스에서 제법 하고픈 것이 많다 하지 않았는가? 과업이 남은 것은 사실이나 소기의 목표를 달한 것도 사실이요. 그렇다면 짤다알막한 휴식 정도는 바랄 수 있을 거라 보우만 단테, 이 정도는 괜찮지 않겠소?
Character growth.
네, 조금 쉬고 계셔도 될 것 같네요. 저희 쪽에서 준비가 되면
Rain looks
말씀드릴게요.
weird. I'm weird to segue, but doesn't he look weird in that jacket? Like it's clearly like way too big for him. Beach volleyball.
하지 않겠는가?
But like the way that it hangs off his shoulders makes it seem like it shouldn't fit him the way that it does. Like either he has extremely broad shoulders or that is a weird jacket. It just doesn't sit on him right. Complete tangent. Fair enough. But he is like the worst looking character in this game. He's a little funky one. Gross ass man with a gross ass jacket. Go back to Ruina. Get booked, idiot. Let me tell you, when I was going through the first time, same exact reaction. Immediately, like, pogging out of my mind. To use a Twitch gamer term. The fact that Yi-Song, like, grew, and it is now actually manifesting, like, 10 out of 10. It might seem as the most simple thing ever, but just seeing that concrete example, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. Best character.
불합리하다고 해도 과언이 아니지 않겠는가?
이걸 해변이라고 부를 수 있는지는 모르겠지만요.
돈키호테, 여기 놀러 온 거 아니라니까?
본인도 아오. 주원은 고마우나 우리 모두의 단합을 위해 잠시 휴식하는 것이 도움이 되지 않겠는가 하는 마음인 것이요.
그래. 앞으로는 표정이라도 숨기면서 말하는 게 어때?
아니, 나도 동의하오.
이상씨?
돌이켜보면 벗들과 이렇다 할 체육 활동을 한 적도 없어. 구기 종목에 특출한 재능이 있는 것은 아니지만 이참에 경험하는 것도 귀중할 테지. 그러니 해봄이 어떤가? 발리볼.
아 참.
준비가 안 됐는데. 한그렇게 공이나 튀기고 있을 때가 아닌데 애초에 어린이는 물장을 못 풀어줬어. 그래, 저번이 유독 운이 좋았던 거겠지.
That's a good turn of phrase. The term to ooze all over in like in aura sense.
내가 공을 찾아오겠네.
아, 그 참.
관리자께서 결정하신 유희다. 모두 표정 풀고 기쁘게 받들도록.
아, 알았다고. 아, 뛰다가 허리나 삐끗하지 않으면 좋겠구만.
경기 규칙과 규격은 알고 있다. 직접 경기장을 그리도록 하지.
And then there was Ishmael. Alright, beach episode, okay. No one seems exactly, like, excited to be doing this, outside of the ones that are excited to be doing this, but...
자, 그럼 가겠어.
Not really the, beach episode. It just makes the controversy even funnier that this is the beach episode too, and then they're...
이렇게 하는 것이요.
That ball is disgusting.
그렇지. 잘하네.
으차.
어이구야.
쓸데없는 짓이야.
자.
오티스 씨, 방금 공 못 피했으면 저 죽을 뻔했을 것 같은데.
훈련의 일종이다.
이럴 시간에 고래의 특징이라도 공부해둔다면 대호수를 건너갈 나침반도 없는 것 같고 젠장 그 자식은 분명히 어떻게든 살아있을 거야.
아이씨 진짜!
네, 가시되지 않는 플라즈마 장이 형성되어 있는 것 같군요. 둥지와 뒷골목을 구분하기 위한 일종의 장치죠. 형식은 제각각이더라도 모든 둥지의 경계에는 비슷한 것들이 존재합니다.
뻔하지. 뒷골목 사람들이 둥지로 못 끼어들어오게 하려는 울타리는 어디에나 흔하게 있으니까. 그런데 말이야, 저 기술로는 흔적도 안 남게 할 수도 있었을 텐데 저런다는 건 보란듯이 터뜨려버려서 그것마저도 오락으로 만들려는 생각인 거지. 부자들은 즐길 놀이가 많겠어.
기술의 구체적인 의도나 과시성에 대해서는 제 쪽에선 말할 수 있는 게 없군요.
콩, 1시간이나 걸려서 찾았는데.
다들 정신 차려. 저 공 터지는 소리 때문에 개딱지 놈들이 몰려오고 있다고.
너 이따가 보자.
뭐 이제는 익숙해질 때도 되지 않았나, 관리자 양반? 저것 때부터 빠르게 처리하자고.
I gotta say, I'm a little upset that they got fired. I'm not sure if it's like specifically them drawing it, but man, the character art in the cutscenes is so good. Oh, man. Oh, it's phenomenal. I have been absolutely gushing over voice acting this entire game. Like, one that I don't think people give enough credit for is Gregor. Like, every scene he's in, God, you can tell he's giving it his fucking all. Oh.
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
돌격합니다.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
The only one I could think of that had like a particularly rough moment was Sinclair, and that was only when you had to sing at the end of his canto. His is the only one that has like a little bit of like a post-processing effect, like he has to duet with himself. It's like a layering effect to it, and even then it's still okay.
뭐 위기에 강하다.
Like there's, it's so good. Especially because I have a a little bit more than a passing interest in voice acting as a career. So I've been especially noticing every single random little flex they do throughout this goddamn game. It's so good. Fun voice actor fact. Did you know that Gregor is the Korean voice actor for Mr. Krabs from the SpongeBob? I don't know why you'd ever need to know that, but it's funny. I remember seeing like a big chart of what every voice actor is in this game and what else they've done. Almost all of them are, oh, yeah. I remember, I had a big list of everything that they did, and almost all the characters in this game were a character in Ruina. One of the only ones I don't think we've seen yet is Roland's VA, but I'm not certain about that. I'm unfortunate, as much as I love voice acting and enjoy it to its fullest extents, I'm awful with names and can never place them. And the fact that it's in another language is not helping.
다시 못 살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
적 다수사장 확인.
융단 폭격 같았어.
맞는 거야.
But, like, I distinctly remember, like, there's multiple times Gregor just steals the show in Chapter 2, of all things. Like, it was when we were going back through Chapter 2, I'm like, yeah, whatever, Chapter 2, But then, like, Gregor would show up and just, for no reason, pop the fuck off. Completely for nerdy reasons. Like, I don't think anyone else that's not me gives a damn, but... Oh, we're already almost done. God, I forgot when you skip... God, when you skip the grind, holy shit, this is short. Like, we're gonna start a little bit of Kanto 5 today. Damn. Like, Chicken took so long, it was an entire stream by itself. Maybe that's also the reason why I didn't like this. You didn't have as much to do.
어이, 그렇게 연결하면 흡기 쪽에 문제가 생기잖아.
그러면 어떻게 해요? 라인이 3개나 나뉘는데.
답답하군. 직접 시범을 보이지. 이런 건 내가 공병대들과 작전을 지휘했을 때에 비하면
There's a few characters that haven't had a chance to excel, primarily Hong Lu, but that's just because he's never in any scenes. Or there's people like Otis who have just kind of been Otis the whole game. But we keep randomly getting new characters a chance to excel, like we have Ishmael for an entire chapter. But
이상 씨, 벌써 몇 번이나 말씀드렸지만
like Ishmael's been good up to this point, but oh god, I can't wait for chapter 5.
올바른 수감자.
에헤이, 싸운 거 풀 때는 술만한 게 없다니까. 어디 내 비장의 술이라도 내줘?
설마 지난번부터 계속 말한 킹크랩계 뇌수 담금주요?
Yeah.
그건 나도.
I'm just saying he hasn't had a chance to like excel. Everyone's good. Like there's no one I would say is bad. But everything up to this point has been kind of standard, you know? There hasn't been a moment where I've been like, damn, you know? Like Yisong's had it, Sinclair's had it, Gregor's had it, Merceau's had it, Ishmael is about to have it. And I mean, as much as I dislike Don Quixote, Don Quixote has had it.
어허, 그래. 숨이 아직 붙어있을 때 그렇게 해보는 것도 새로운 예술을 추구하는 방향이겠군.
고통을 더 가하기 위한 제안은 아니었으며 그저 조리하기에 알맞은 방향을 말한 것뿐이다.
저희 언제 저녁 먹을 수 있어요? 벌써 그 대화만 30분째예요.
레인, 나 죽어. 배에서 크랩개들 울음소리가 나.
누님, 정신 차리셔야 합니다.
Also, Dante's got it. I can't forget that one. I mean, Vergilius as a character has got it. Damn. That man's got pipes. Vergilius screams to me the kind of voice actor who has one voice, but it is a voice that's like, I'll never need anything else. And even then, he had good range when we were doing the shit post April Fools.
그레고르 씨, 저는 왼쪽 다리 할게요.
알았다고. 으차.
Honestly, I think the only one that didn't particularly excel was Rodion. But that's just because Chapter 2 is Chapter 2. That one was, like, not about her at all.
불쇼라도 보여주시는 건가요?
좀 더 화려하게 휘감더라.
아니, 저건
Ryoshu doesn't talk enough. Otis and Honglu are kind of solid all the way through, and they don't really express much beyond that. We kind of just gotta wait for everyone's individual canto.
나 주시오. 아직 다리를 3개밖에 먹지 못하였어.
히스클리프군.
Oh my god, Heathcliff has it. Holy shit. I didn't come. He's my favorite. How did I forget about my boy?
뭐야, 그게
Number one, the whole franchise. The whole way through.
이제 괜찮아.
면담 맞지?
I remember seeing a stream clip of Honglu's actual VA streaming the game, and he did a
아무튼
poll, and it was just him getting really
말씀은 안
fucking
일으키도록
pissed because he pulled like
하겠어.
Sinclair or Honglu or something that just wasn't
그러니까
him,
나도
and it's
하나만.
just him just going off for a bit. I can tell you right now, I am absolutely ecstatic for Heathcliff's. Oh, his Kanto is gonna be the best one in the game.
일방적인 얘기겠지만 이미 대충 전달받았겠습니다만 두 문제아들에 대한 면담을 진행했었습니다. 보았던 것처럼 히스클리프에게는 교육을 진행해 효과를 보았지만 이스마엘은 해결되진 않았습니다. 정확히는 해결할 이유가 없다고 할까? 무슨 뜻인지 묻고 있겠군. 설마 설명까지 덧붙이는 친절을 바라는 건 아니겠죠. 조만간 직접 깨닫는 날이 올 겁니다. 애초에 이런 애들 뒷바라지나 해주는 듯한 일은 제 소관이 아니니까 말입니다. 관리자 단테. 앞으로는 제가 나서는 일은 없었으면 합니다. 제가 먼저 둘 사이에 면담을 한 것은 최근 업무 성과가 나쁘지 않았던 것에 대한 작은 성이라고나 생각해 두시죠. 그럼 저는 그 어금니 사무소 해결사들과 얘기할 것이 남아서
Ah, there we are. Now to end us off. The last scrap. Oh, we get a pre and a post battle. Oh man, aren't we spoiling for choice? Spoiling for content. As I get to sit here in silence for another 15 fucking minutes. I have to temper myself because every time I start like forcing myself to make idle commentary, I feel like I'm a hack. I feel like I'm one of those like reaction YouTubers where I'm just making inane idle comments that just detract from the content.
어디 갔죠? 이러면 유사 이후에는
쓸데없는 걱정이군. 당연히 배와 버스의 형태를 오갈 수 있게 개조했지.
아이, 그런 신기한 요술 버스 같은 일이 진짜 일어난다고?
메피스토펠레스는 원래부터 여러 가능성에서부터 나오는 각종 기능을 지닌 버스였어요. 파우스트가 말하지 않았나요?
자자, 그쯤들 하시고 시동을 걸어보죠.
My ears.
뭔가 부족한 것 같은데요. 형상 변환 쪽 장치가 문제인가?
귀청 떨어지는 줄 알았네. 대체 뭐가 부족하면 저런 소리가 나는 거야?
미카, 아무래도 저번에 적당히 때운 그게...
뭐? 적당이라고 했나?
어쩔 수 없었다고요. 부품이 모자랐단 말이에요. 원래는 대체가 안 되는 부품이 있는데 그게...
이거 분명 엔진 소린 아니라고 했었지?
이전에 마주했던 거대 돌연변이 개체입니다. 이쪽으로 오고 있군요.
전과 같은 소리에 이끌렸나 보.
마침 잘 됐네. 저 커다란 놈 분명 등딱지에 그 부품을 달고 있었어. 맞지?
그렇긴 한데요.
누님, 아니죠?
맞는데 그 부품이 비싸고 만들기 힘들어서 많이들 필요로 한다는 그거 맞잖아.
근처에 있던 다른 보트센터 직원분들도 많이들 돌아가셨다는 건 기억하고 계시죠?
그거야 부품 때문이 아니라 갑자기 덮쳐 들어온 거니까 그런 거고. 지금은 여기 우리를 도와주실 분들이 이렇게나 많이 있으니까. 맞다, 우리 완전 거질 때부터 보트센터 세우는 걸 도와주던 분들도 저놈이 다 죽였지? 이번 기회에 속 시원하게 박살내버리자. 킹크랩계 뇌수 담금주도 더 만들고.
누님?
Gross. I think that's the
우리도
point, though. I
나눠줄
think
거지?
we were intentionally being inflammatory via nausea.
우리요?
이번 킹크랩계는 몇 년씩이나 해를 묵었다고 하니까요. 같은 놈이겠네요.
아무튼 그놈만 잡아 죽이면 해결된다는 거 맞냐?
바로 그렇지.
바로 그렇다는데 시계대가리.
아니요, 차라리 잘 됐지 않나요?
나 참, 미스, 어디 있다가 온 거야?
당연히 대호수에서 버틸 수 있는 준비들을 하고 있었죠. 고래에 대한 가이드라도 빼곡하게 만들어둬야 최소한의 공부라도 하지 않겠나요?
나 그런 거 안 읽는 거 알면서 또 그런다.
그럼 읽을 수밖에 없도록 귀에 못이 박히게 해드리죠. 관리자님, 보셨죠? 저희에게는 아직도 시간이 필요해요. 준비해야 할 것도 훨씬 많고요. 저 킹크립계는 쫓아낼 수 있는 거잖아요. 그럼 그렇게 해두고 버스 개조는 좀 더 뒤로 미루죠. 그렇게 시간을 벌면... 모두는 무슨 모두예요. 솔직해지죠, 저희. 지금 여기에 정말로 모두를 위해서 희생하는 사람들이 있나요? 다들 자신만의 목표를 이루기 위해 림버스 컴퍼니와 계약했죠. 저도, 이전번의 이상씨도, 그리고 나머지의 모든 수감자들도요. 결국 자신이 이루고 싶은 걸 이루기 위한 거 아닌가요? 그리고 당신도 기억을 되찾기 위해서 생전 알지도 못했던 황금 가지라는 걸 억지로 찾아다니고 있는 거잖아요. 누구보다 개인적인 동기로 움직이면서 왜 모두를 위하는 척이신 거죠?
너 이 자식, 감히 관리자님께!
그만. 이스마일, 면담 때 분명하게 이야기했지. 계약을 지키는 것이 우선이라고.
계약? 그래요. 여기는 회사니까 그렇겠죠. 그래요. 그 잘난 계약은 지키죠. 관리자님. 당신이 시키신다면 따르기는 할 거예요. 그러니까 앞으로 제게 바라는 게 있다면 확실하게 말해주세요. 앞으로 제가 주제넘게 나서서 무언가를 돕거나 설명하는 일은 없을 테니까. 뭐예요? 저 집채만하게 큰 놈 죽이러 가자는 명령 아니었나요? 명령해 주시는 대로 계약에 따라 기꺼이 따르죠. 관리자 단테님.
While Hell's Chicken acted as a nice reprieve for the audience to be able to flesh out the characters of the sinners in a more relaxed environment, to allow for bits of levity, and I'm going to use the thematically appropriate one, even though he doesn't fit on this team. Only for now, just cause it's fun.
따뜻하게 혹은
And
뜨겁게.
he gets to come back,
따뜻하게
cause
혹은
you know,
잠수 준비
singing.
끝.
But so that was the benefit of Hell's Chicken, is that it was a very lighthearted moment, gave us a time to reprieve, experience the sinners in new context, whereas this one is a giant ball of
작전
tension.
지역 진입 확인했어.
부드럽게.
네,
We get
일단 양호합니다.
established a setting, we know our characters up to this point, and they just get to ratchet up the tension for hours. All for the sake of the next chapter. Ah, so good.
공격 능력 평가 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데. 적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석이
부드럽게.
처리해 볼까요? 인도적인 조치는 필요
거점을
없을
찢었습니다.
거예요. 전술의 승리네요.
대단한 지휘인데. 관리자가 아니라 지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
흐드러졌구려.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
오작 터뜨려주지.
뭐 위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
흐드러졌구려.
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요? 지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
There's one thing that they convey is just how stupidly massive Rain's weapon is. Look at this. Like twice his height. My god. And Sinclair wears the jacket better than Rain does. What is wrong with that boy?
거점을 찾았습니다.
다시 못살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
No, no big crab yet. Got more work to do.
공격을 인사과에 보고해두겠습니다.
God, I love you, Sunshower Heathcliff. You're my favorite character. I love that your skill floor is a 0 on all 3 of your skills. It's my favorite. He's really, really adding a lot to this team. Other than being garbage, he's here just to be here. Like I said, he's very good if you use him and no one else.
해치웠네요.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
출력 안정화.
뭐
됐다.
위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
Waiting for us to get to the interesting part of the fight. So, please bear with us for the time being.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
Let me tell you, I love fighting the same mook crabs who fight for 4 fights in a row. Plus 2 skipped fights of just crabs. But we're about to get to the fun part where there's a boss with like a unique mechanic.
지금은 기세를 다시
Eventually.
잡았군요.
출력 안정화.
뭐
됐다.
위기에 강하다 그런 거야?
다시 못 살게 구는 일은 없을 것이오.
Say hello to Big Boy.
공적을
What's your
인사과에
deal, Big Boy?
보고해드리겠습니다.
When this unit defeats its own ally, healed by 5% of max HP. At the end of the turn, if this unit is healed 15% of max HP, the above effect, restore its shell. At less than 70% HP, brutal pummeling, powerful pummeling, and foaming skills target another ally with the least current HP. When attacking an ally, heals HP by the damage dealt. When defeating an ally, heals HP by double the damage dealt. Oh, so he's like a self-team wipe. Like, look at this, indiscriminate skills. They're attack weight, but they just are all designed to hit their own teammates as well as inflicting just an absolute shitload of rupture. And then if he ever actually kills his own teammate, things just start exploding. Phil, excuse me. We have the sinking team. Even though she's going a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I feel we can make use of Rhyme Shank at least once. We haven't seen it enough. For all you Rhyme Shank enthusiasts out here, here you go. Oh my God. Never mind, I guess Spice Bushy Song will just do it himself. We don't need the rest of the team. He killed like 2 of them from full. Oh, he's so stupid. Oh, yep, there he goes. See, he just killed his own teammate and healed 70 billion HP. Anyway, here's a Rhyme Shank.
얼어버리면 아플 필요도 없어서.
Fat zeros.
균형이 무너졌군요.
타겟 무력화 확인.
Well, anyway, I killed all of your friends in one turn. Here, let's just do an ego dump. Fuck it. I guess that's it. This ego dump's not very exciting.
고작 터뜨려주지.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면.
와, 아주 박살이 났는 걸.
일개 부위가 떨어져 나갔네요.
이 스며들 듯하는 비.
Honestly, it's only after they announced that, hey, this ego needs to be moved to a WoW that I realized just how absolutely absurdly broken Sunshower is. Like, God, it does so much for everything you'd ever need. Like, they don't even, like, Sloth nuke skills don't even exist yet, and it's already so stupid. Also, we win. We won with the cannon attack. That's the Olga special. Alright. Let's see this final cutscene. And then depending on how long it is, we'll determine whether I continue or not. I'm thinking not, but we'll see.
개화하였구려. 이 순간을 어딘가에
Look
담고
at this
싶군.
damage. Look at it. I want you to look at it. Heathcliff's doing his best. Even fucking Hong Lu did more than him. It even makes Sunshower more broken because Spice Bush Yisong's passive is he deals 20% more damage with skills that are AoE, which every good ego is.
자, 걸려라.
오, 걸렸어.
이걸로 완성이네요.
마침 밀물대네요. 지금 출발하실 수 있을 겁니다.
자, 그럼 보트 형태로 전환.
오! 이렇게 변하는군.
Nice.
이
It doesn't seem
차량을 설계한
particularly
분이
healthy to be
존경스럽네요.
involved in that
사실
proceeding,
저도
but
듣기만
nice.
들었지 실제로 이렇게 작동하는 건 처음 봐서. 아마 이 차량의 핵심만 건재하다면 다른 형태로도 충분히 바뀔 수 있을걸요?
Alright, time for us to go to the random
이런
flying
코어가
chapter.
존재할 수 있는 거죠? 정말 대단하다는 말밖에는 나오지가 않네요.
네, 파우스트는 대단합니다.
자, 그럼 다들 탑승하세요. 물가에 가서 배로 다시 전환하면 될 거예요. 잘 나아가네요.
그럼 우리 이제 돈 받아서 외식하러 갈 수 있는 거야?
돈이라면 아까 받았어요. 계약 이행 완료하자마자 제비아치 협회에서 보낸 배송 전문 해결사가 오시더니 바로 잔금을 치러주시던데요.
Deviat Association. We don't know anything about that
생각보다
one.
어마어마한 회사였는데.
The Deviat
좋아! 잔뜩
Association.
벌었으니
How
오늘은
fun.
크레끼 말고 오랜만에 돼지고기 어때? 삼겹살로!
좋죠, 누님.
그런데 미카,
네?
이번 개조 목록에 잠수 기능도 있었어?
그럴 리가요?
저거 기우는 것 같은데.
야, 빨리 물 빼!
양동이는 어딨죠? 구멍을 찾았어. 이곳에.
출발할게. 보글보글.
Kara, no.
구명보트 꺼내올게요.
위약금 낼 준비나 해야겠네요.
조졌군.
Vin. Oh. And there it is. Ah, God, I just did chapter 5. Like half a month ago. But like, God, I'm so excited. It's so good. Oh. But that is a good break point either way. And it's a little bit of a shorter one, but you know, yeah, I think I got time. We can do another mini. I can also just skip. Well, I guess we'll see. I can do another little baby mini arc, a micro game cutscene. Okay, I can make the time. It's always when I start getting near the end of the stream that I start busting out the yawns. Man, I'm tired. Fuck. I wouldn't call this rest. Since there's no voice acting, I will clarify for the ignorant. He's throwing up over the side of the boat. It's okay, Yisong. You're trying your best. You had your arc. You're allowed to suffer for a little bit longer, you know, as a treat. More explanation for corridors that yes, doors don't actually matter. It's the intent and destination behind the door that matters. This is the mirror dungeon room. How fun. It's like I'm also gonna be skipping the I can just give a brief summary of the other ones. We're gonna like skip a couple of these because they don't matter. Yeah. It is amazing Project Moon's dedication to making every single gameplay mechanic a core canon in-universe thing. Mirror dungeons in-universe. Railway in-universe. Walpurgis Nacht in-universe. Like, this is a cutscene we probably could have skipped, but I don't know, Yisong being seasick is fun. lines are the railways. They're just... I guess context for people who haven't played the game, railways are your obligatory gotcha. This is the end game for like people that have like fully maxed out teams. It's like, I guess not canon, but it doesn't really matter, you know. They're just like boss rushes, effectively. You fight a bunch of boss you fought before, you fight one or two new ones that are brand new, and it's just how fast can you do it. Oh, also if you look at Dante's face, you can see he actually is, after that scene at the end of Chapter 4, he actually does have his minute hand. Or, I don't know, I think that's the minute hand, they're the same fucking length. The left hand went up a tick, so now it looks like Mark of Cain. Alright, I'll give a brief summary of the other two. Walpurgis Knocked is the same kind of thing. The alarm goes off and some weird shit's going on. This time it is with the mirror that you, like, pull from. Walpurgis Knocked is Mephistopheles, like, resonating with the light and the bows and all that shit. So normally you're only able to draw identities that are, like, vaguely related to what's going on is the in-universe explanation. Because the mirrors can only pull identities that are, like, nearby in time and space. So that's why the in-universe explanation for why we get so many identities of enemies we are currently fighting. Walpurgis Knocked effectively broadens that scope, so they can pull identities from far into the past, instead of only the recent, like, up, and I guess in the future too, but, you know. But it lets you pull stuff from further on into the past, because it's gotten stronger for that brief period of time, aka why you're able to pull identities straight from Ruina or even Lobco. That's it. And then a notable change is another door appeared. And it was, oh, Mirror Dungeon 3 is here. Alright, cool. Go investigate it. That's all it really is. It's like, hey, you want to see Mirror Dungeon 3? There it is. Well, it's the Mirror of the Lake. Very cool, very shiny, very sexy. But there you go. We have now seen all of the micro cutscenes. And now... oh, dear God, there's a lot to travel. Ignore all of this. Say hello to Boat Town. Yeehaw. The hell is this? Don't worry about it. Stop asking questions. Say hello to Setting Sail. Give me these. I forgot to collect these. Don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and starting maybe tomorrow. I might need to skip another day. We'll have to see. But starting then, what some people consider the best chapter. I would consider it the second best chapter, because I just holy shit, chapter 4. They did not need to go that hard, and yet they did. And this chapter also goes so hard. But we'll find that out next time. Anyway, thank you for coming.